What is XRP? Let's be direct about this. XRP is not an investment in the traditional sense. It is infrastructure. And infrastructure is rarely exciting. Payments, settlement, liquidity, compliance. None of that makes viral content. So influencers take shortcuts. They turn infrastructure into price predictions because hype performs better than reality. That does not help the average investor. Ripple is a company, XRP is a digital asset, and the XRP Ledger is the network it runs on. XRP was designed to move money, not to store value long-term like Bitcoin. It is a bridge asset. Think of XRP as a digital bridge. A bank in the US sends dollars. XRP converts them in seconds. And a bank in Japan receives yen. XRP exists only in the gap. Then it is gone. And it can be reused. That distinction matters. Ripple builds payment infrastructure for institutions. XRP is one tool inside that system, not the product itself. XRP has a very large supply, and most of it is not locked away permanently. New XRP is released from escrow every month, but Ripple does not sell it all. Most of it goes back into escrow. That makes supply predictable, not sudden. And that matters for price. Now, adoption does matter. Ripple's on-demand liquidity is already used in parts of Asia, Europe, and other corridors. Banks and payment providers use XRP to move real money across borders faster and cheaper than legacy systems. That creates real usage. And over time, real usage can support real value. But there is an important distinction. Adoption drives demand gradually. It does not create instant price explosions. Price appreciation still requires sustained capital absorption, not narratives, not excitement, not timelines. For XRP to move meaningfully, a lot of capital has to be bought and held. Not traded, not rotated, held. Even with ETFs, ETPs, or OTC flows, capital still has to absorb available supply. With a large circulating supply, that absorption has to be massive and sustained for price to react. That is why price is always tied to market cap. At $10 per XRP, the market cap would be larger than most companies in the world. At $100, it would be larger than all but a handful. That requires absurd amounts of capital. Hundreds of billions, even trillions, in continuous global inflows. Derivatives and leverage can move price in the short term, but they do not change supply, and they do not change fundamentals. Fundamentals set ceilings, not vibes. XRP is not a meme asset. It is also not like crypto assets in general. It is payment infrastructure. So if someone promises you XRP at $100 based on a feeling or a chart, ask them where the hundreds of billions of dollars are supposed to come from. Infrastructure grows with use, not with influencer tweets. And if someone explains XRP only through price targets, they are skipping the most important part. What it actually does, and what that means for how it moves. This is where the majority misunderstand XRP.